Hi, my name is Noshad, some of you guys know me as Shubham, and this is another Spurs video podcast. There is no escape from this. Just reading about Harry, apparently Harry's been quoted by the press, which is a very rare thing, and he's been asked about Carlos Tevez and will he take him. But I think there are two issues. First of all, could we get Tevez on loan? And secondly, would we want him? First of all, could we get Tevez on loan? I can't imagine Man City's providing us a second player to do that, but you never know. I wouldn't, that it seems unlikely, as they, for them to do that, but why not? I don't get how coming to London will make him less homesick than obviously going moving to Spain, where obviously language is an issue. Apparently, he still has a poor grasp of English, but then again, so has Wayne Rooney for so many years, so would we want him? Without a doubt. I just remember seeing him in the Olympic Games in Athens and playing for Argentina, and you just saw an incredibly special player. You thought, wow, this player is so special, and you just felt that this player is going to just do really, really well. And he went to Corinthians. Apparently we linked to him years ago, but there's no way we were going to get him. And he went to Corinthians and. Maybe all them to Kia Jorabchin, and all third-party ownership that none of us have heard of until it almost got West Ham relegated. But he's done well at every club. I mean, let's face it, what club has he not done well at? West Ham, he scored the goals that kept them up in his first season. He scored quite a few goals for them. Scored a few of those last, if memory serves, in that 3-2 against that when we beat them. The next season went to Man United. Obviously, they won the league the season before, but was a huge part, and and then won the league and European Cup double. 2009, 2008, 2009, again, they won the league title again. You can't knock a team for doing that. Did they win that? I can't remember now. Was that a Chelsea win? I can't remember now. I can't remember who did the double that year. But it was a huge part of that, and again, you cannot knock a player, I think, for doing that well. I mean, he did superbly. They didn't actually. He won the league title. Then the next year was Chelsea. Won the next year under Ancelotti. Had a really, really good season. Runners up again in the Champions League. Yeah, great player. I mean, he is everything you would want Defoe to be, but just isn't. He's just that much better than Defoe. He's a player who I've mentioned many times that Ledley has had in his pocket, but Ledley's like one of the best Spurs defenders. I think one of the best defenders we've ever produced. And he's had Henry, Suarez, Tevez in his pocket. So there aren't that many players that he hasn't had in his pocket, really. So but Tevez is a superb player. I think he'd add a lot of quality to us. My fear would be, well, we're going to have to play Man City again at some stage, so Adebayor's obviously can't play against them, neither can Tevez, so that kind of makes things a bit difficult. Obviously, the 25-man rule would have to shift either Defoe or Pavlyuchenko. Can't have both of them, so that makes things a bit difficult again. So it's going to be a tricky one, I think, but definitely what I want him. Oh God, he's superb quality. He has got goals. He will get goals, and I think. More importantly, he can play up front by himself. So if Adebayor is injured, which let's hope he isn't, but it's football. You can get injuries. As someone, do I see him signing him long term? Absolutely not. Could you imagine? He's on like £250,000 a week or something, and that's after tax. I don't know what the hell salary he's on, but that's just a ridiculous amount of tax that he is on. There is no way we could sign him. But if he could get us to fourth. Yeah, definitely. I'd sign him like a shot. Especially if we are going to get rid of Pav. Obviously I'd like to have sort of seen us in January getting someone like Rossi or Damiao, but I think Rossi's way beyond price-wise. They'll probably want like 35-40 million for him. Damiao probably at Barcelona anyway, so but then definitely he's a player I definitely would want if he's available. Somehow I doubt he will be. So but we'll see. I mean, definitely. I mean, everyone talks about was that unprofessional? Did he refuse to warm up? we'll never. I wasn't. You know, obviously, I can't. I don't know what happened. Apparently, not. It's pretty unclear what happened. But you know, he is a player that loves to play football, and Harry's had some form with players that other clubs didn't want. You know, Canio is one that really comes to mind. They're very similar very similar style actually in terms of that they are something special. When they play, they can really make things happen. So yeah, what I want Tevez, like a shot. Can we get him? Not a chance in hell. But you never know. You know, I don't think anyone would watch these Spurs video podcast. Someone's watching them. So I'd like to thank whoever it is. So yeah, big shout out to Spurs Forum, Spurs Odyssey, Top Spurs, great site, really good, enjoy reading that. Cartlidge Free Captain, and some there's some really good other sites. I got some news now religiously. There's so many good links, some really good articles written by other websites. Definitely check those out. And yeah, please click on the old ad links, help make me a few tuppence, and let's hopefully win. But we've already on Spurs. If you haven't seen it already, my Spurs Blackburn preview, please have a little watch of that as well. Take care, and come on, you Spurs.